Iran's state-affiliated media says Israel's attack on Evin Prison last week has killed at least 71 people. Now, according to Iranian officials, staff, prisoners and the families of inmates were among those killed in the air raid that targeted parts of the facility. The Israeli military struck the prison and two courts inside the compound on Monday during the 12-day escalation with Iran. Meanwhile, the UN's nuclear watchdog chief says Iran might be able to resume producing enrichment uranium in a matter of months. Rafael Grossi admitted to US media that IAEA doesn't know whether Iran's existing stockpiles of highly enriched uranium were salvaged before Israeli and US airstrikes. Well, let's go live to Rasul Sardar, who's live for us in Tehran. Rasul, so tell us more about what we're knowing in terms of this Israeli attack in Evin and the aftermath of that.
Well, now the judiciary spokesperson saying that 71 people have been killed on 23rd of June when Israel attacked Evin Prison in north of Tehran. So the spokesperson is saying that it's not only prisoners that have been killed, there are also the administrative staffs over there and particularly the families of the prisoners who were there to visit their family members as well. So some of the buildings, not all of them, but some of the buildings, the technical part, the clinical part, the engineering part, and the administration and administrative buildings of the Evin prison has been hit by some of the projectiles fired by Israel or those who were associated with Israel. And as a result, so 71 people killed there. Evin prison is quite a famous one. So it was built in 1971 during the Shah's regime, the previous regime in Iran, and 8 years before the Islamic Revolution. Throughout that 8 years, largely those who were opposing the Shah regime or those who were associated with the Islamic Revolution movements have been held there, including one of the late presidents of Iran, Hashemi Rafsanjani, also has been held in that prison for quite a while. But after the revolution in 1979, we have seen that mostly those who were associated with the previous regime has been held over there. However, as of now, so those who are being kept in Evin prison are not only a specific types of inmates. So we are talking about almost all types of the crimes, from the political prisoners to the financial offenders to journalists, some civilians, including the foreign detainees. In 2018, the USA has put Evin prison on its sanction list, and in 2021, the European Union also has put Evin prison on the sanctions list, accusing the administration of the prison violating the human rights. So the question here, what was Israel's motive to bomb Evin prison, where those who are held there are mostly civilians? So if to free them, many Iranians believe that the way to free the prisoners is definitely not to bomb the facility.
Right, and Rasul, as we were just talking earlier there, mentioning that the UN nuclear watchdog chief saying that Iran might be able to resume producing enriched uranium in just a matter of months. What's the response been, if at all, from the Iranians on that?
Well, as of now, there is not specific reaction regarding to that specific interview that Grossi has given to a German broadcaster. However, this is a very, very debated issue now in Iran. So Iranian officials, including the supreme leader, including the foreign minister, including the spokesperson of those related bodies are acknowledging that their nuclear facilities have been severely damaged. However, they're saying they're still largely in place, and also they are clearly saying that they are not going to give up on their nuclear activities. On the other hand, the USA and the Israeli side are saying that their attacks have postponed the nuclear activities, capabilities of Iran at least 4 years. So this is becoming more and more the clash of battles. So here, the only body that could really confirm the scale of the destruction in these nuclear facilities is the International Atomic Energy Agency. And now the head of this body, the world's nuclear watchdog, is saying that Iran is capable of enriching the uranium within months. So this is a dangerous thing, because now the USA is saying that in case of Iran re-enriching uranium, that they are going to attack again. So Also, while all this is happening, Iranians are taking measures against the Atomic Energy Agency. Just remember, a couple of days ago, the Iranian parliament has passed a bill halting all the cooperation with the Atomic Energy Agency, and then that decision has been approved by the Guardian's Council as well. But particularly Guardian Antonio Grossi himself, Iranians are furious at him, including the foreign minister of Iran, saying that he's not welcome to Iran, and they're saying that throughout a decade he has been collaborating with the Israelis and sharing all the information that was gathered through the inspections have been delivered to Israelis.
Okay, thank you very much for that update. Rasul Sardar in Tehran.
Don't miss out. Get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news and expert insights. Like, share, stay ahead.